Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another vDreski video. So today, what we're going to go after, or what we're going to cover, just another informative video, just to let you guys know, we're talking about how to not mess up, aka how not to fuck up on your 2K build. So we definitely about to just get into it real quick. So I'm gonna get on the BAM build that I made the other day. Yeah, I'm gonna get on this build. So what you want to do is, even after you want to go and do your build how you want to, and then you want to load up your my career with the player. Always make sure you do this. I had to do it a couple times. So you end up right here after you load them up and stuff. You skip those two cutscenes. You right here already. All right. So what you want to do is you want to go over to your mod player animations, because usually how people mess up on their build is they mess up on the animations. So I messed up a couple times on my animations, and for instance, like the stuff that's restricted here, it said you got to be at least a certain height. When it say restricted, you can't get it. When it say locked, it's possible for you to get it. So I need an 80 driving layup to get this here. So I can get like the circus layups, I can get all of these, because I believe this build has a high enough driving layup to get it. But these are restricted. You see it says restricted because you got to be under, or you got to be under 6'5", yeah. So the ones that say restricted you can't get, but the ones that say locked you can get at your height. You just got to have the right layup to get it. So therefore, we'll look at this. You see you got Michael Jordan, you need an 85 plus layup. So all right, you go over to here, look and see what you get on your player. I think I only get an 80. So therefore, I have the ability to unlock it, but I can't use it. Like I can get my layup high enough to have it, but because I only got an 80 driving layup, I won't be able to get it. So that will let me know that I gotta go back and increase my layup if I want Michael Jordan's layup package. But the main issue came in for me isn't not even in terms of like layups, it was dribble moves and dunks. So with the dribble moves, you see this is all of this is restricted for the most part. Like you got to be a certain height and you got to have a certain speed with balls. So these are restricted. I can't get them, but I can get the power one if I want to. You can't get shifty and stuff because you need a 75 speed with ball, which sucks. But I think I only get like a 72, so that's something that I might look at. I might just say, okay, so now I know that I need this, so I'm gonna go and see if I can get that 75 speed with ball. I don't think I can, but it's just in terms of like, you'd be like, okay, so I know what I need now. Same thing with like the size ups. Like you see, you need a certain ball handle. These are just locked because I can get them. Like it's possible. I can get the Devin Booker size up. I can get these size ups because it's a possible thing. Like, but when it say restricted, you got to be under a certain height, and the level requirement might be too high for the build that you have when it says restricted. So that's something that you should really pay attention to when you're making a build on here. Because when I tell you I messed up a couple times, I messed up on build a couple times. So you see, we can get Luka Doncic signature combo, which is actually a pretty decent combo to have. We can't get any of the other ones really because we don't get a high enough speed with ball. So Luka Doncic signature combo for bigs that can dribble might actually be really nice, and it's a nice little combo, to be honest. Like it's not that bad. So that's something that you can really pay attention to. With the escapes, we can get like certain escapes. Like you could definitely get like all of the escapes from like players like LeBron, Paul George. I would get Paul George just because Paul George is the best dribbler out of all of them. Lucas is just like a quick little escape. Like it's not a lot of space for real. I like Paul George the most out of all this, but that's just my preference. So with the moving crossovers, these are just locked. You can get them with the 75 ball control, which is cool. You can't get the Curry one because you need a 80. So that's a part that sucks. Like you can't get Chris Paul because you need an 80, but you can get Kawhi. And the Kawhi one not bad. I like the Michael Jordan one too. The Michael Jordan one is pretty good, and it looks similar to Giannis. But yeah, as you can see, like certain things are like locked with this build. And if I leveled up my ball control, we'll see what we can really get, because you need a 75 ball control so that you could get a lot of the dribble moves. So like a 75 ball control is really clutch in this game. If you just want to be able to dribble a little bit and focus your game mainly on other things. So we're going to get into dunks. With the dunks, I get a 90 standing and an 85 driving. So when we looking at stuff, we're going to look for that. And I got a 75 vertical, just to let you guys know. 75 vertical. So we're going to go back in here, go over the dunk style. And this, I do this every time I make a new freaking build. Every time now. Because if you end up not getting certain animations that you want, it messes up. To me, it messes up the whole build. I can't just play on a build that don't get the animations that I thought it was going to get. So you see we get some of the park dunks with the 70 driving dunk, 40 vertical. A lot of people going to have them. The pro contact dunks, you need an 84 plus driving dunk and a 70 plus vertical. So that's something that you should really pay attention to. And this build does get posterizer gold, which is really good because Laker fan has it gold right now. He gets a lot of contact dunks, so I don't feel like you need it you don't need posterizer Hall of Fame as much. But you see you need a 92 driving dunk and an 80 plus vertical for this. So I can't get them because I only get an 85 driving. And the thing that sucks about my build is, I told you guys this before, is I don't have you can't get the big man contact dunks because you're 6'9", which I don't understand why they did that. Because Ben Wallace, we got centers at 6'9" and get big man contact dunks. But we got an 84 and 75, same requirements for the other one to get the dunks. This one, you got to be under 6'5" to get the small contacts. And mind you, under 6'5", pay attention to that. That's under 6'5". You can't be 6'5" and get these. I thought that you had to be 6'5", because the way they worded it and the way it looked like you could be 6'5" and have it. But no, you got to be 6'4". So it should have said height 6'4" and under, instead of saying height under 6'5", because that is a weird way to put it. Like, it's very weird. And I made a 6'5" player thinking I could get him, and I leveled him up all the way, and I couldn't get him. And that ended up really pissing me off, like really making me mad. So that's something that you guys should really pay attention to. With the pro standing contact dunks, you see you got to be at least 6'10". See how they did that one? You at 6'10". The other one, I thought it was saying at least like 6'5" or under. So like how they worded some of this stuff is very confusing, especially for somebody that's just looking at it real quick because they're trying to hurry up and get in the game. So pay attention to this. Do not end up wasting your VC and your time on a build that's not going to really work for you like that. So you need an 80 standing, 65 vertical, but you need to be 6'10". 90 standing, 75 vertical, but you need to be 6'10". So I would be able to get these if I was 6'10", because I have those requirements, but I don't have the height requirement. And that's the part that really sucks about that. So it really just depends on, like, a lot of these builds. Like, for instance, like here, when you look at the signature dunks, the ones that got like a little lock on it, you could get those. The blue locks, those are dunks that you can get. You have those requirements. You just got to level up. But the ones with the X's, you do not have those requirements at all. So you can't get those. Which is usually like just the ones that, for this build, is usually the ones that's like 6'10". You got to be 6'10" at least. So yeah. Can't get the Michael Jordan because you need an 88 driving dunk. And Vince Carter, you need an 86. So, but I can get everything else. And the ones that's like got the VC on it, you can get that now. Like, you can use them right now, which is usually just a lot of like rim grazer type dunks and stuff, which is something like you really, I wouldn't want to use them. Klay Thompson probably got the best rim grazers out of all of them, to be honest. But yeah, so we're gonna get into oops real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and call it a video. So with the oops, you want to make sure that you have a 70 drive and dunk and a 30 plus vertical. That's all you need to get the regular oops. It used to be a 65, mind you. So it used to be a 65. That's what I mean. Like when they change stuff, and we don't really know about it until you actually get in here. A lot of people went with 65. I seen a build. This dude was level 40 in my part, and he had a 66 driving dunk. And I'm guessing, I think he thought that you can get the +4 to get to the 70, but you can't. And I seen some people with a 61 thinking they can get to a 65, but you don't get the +4 anymore. And the dunk requirement is a 70 now. It's not a 65. So that's something that they changed that not a lot of people pay attention to. 85 drive and dunk and a 60 vertical. This is around the same where it's always been, so that's cool. And then the pro contact is 84 drive and dunk and a 70 vertical. So I can't get the elite contact because you need 92. And the thing, like the big man contact, I could get it if I had the height requirement. So it's restricted based on height requirement. But a lot of the big man contact dunks, I don't like how they look anyway because they just look sloppy and tired and shit. So I like the ones like, you know, of course, like the pro contact dunks look better than the big contact. So yeah, these are the requirements. Make sure that you pay attention to these when you're making some of these builds. Like, I understand I didn't want to make it like a requirement video just to show you guys the requirements, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to make it so that you guys can see everything that's going on with how the builds are, or how they made the build system out, the build system requirements for the animations, because a lot of people will mess up on this stuff, and I don't want people to just waste VC. I hate when I end up wasting VC. It makes me so freaking mad, and it makes me not want to play the game for a minute. So but in terms of me, like, you know, I got to get back into my content and shit, so I can't just like not play the game if I get pissed off. Like I still end up playing. Like I'm right now, the reason why I haven't been playing a lot of like parking stuff, I literally played with this player from scratch. Like I had no VC because I didn't want to buy no more VC because I already bought VC. So I'm playing with this player that I made from scratch, and it sucks, but it makes me feel like I'm getting better at the game just because I'm playing with him at a lower overall and learning how to be more effective with less, if that makes sense. But anyway, comment, rate, subscribe, you guys. If you made it to the end of the video, put help in the comments. That'll probably, you know, if you made it to the end, you know. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. We got more videos coming out soon. And all right, peace.
No, wait!
He should have hit the like button.